Well, David, it's a beautiful, beautiful morning down at the Glebe. Sun's shining. And looking around the lake, you know, there's not loads of fish showing here. There's the odd one milling about. And certainly as we've fed some bait, we've seen fish coming in. But you've come here today with a very specific goal of making a film showing the direct pulling power of Sensate Fish Accelerant, and specifically the Thick Fish Accelerant we've got here.
Yeah. So this stuff's heavier than water, but I found if I put it in a certain way, it floats, and then you can see what's going on the surface, and the fish are pulled into it. So I'll do that now, and then I'll show you the next bit.
So just to be clear, David, this stuff, it doesn't actually float, does it? You just sort of get it to hang in the surface film.
It's just stuck on a surface. Now
Put it on a sinking bait, it sinks.
If you watch that, see how it's all expanding? Because it's got this stuff called fish accelerant in it, and it wants to spread out into the water really, really quick. So that's what it's doing. That's why I did it in a little spiral, so you can actually see the spiral extending out. This
really
stuff is the fish accelerant carries the attractants, and it spreads them out everywhere, and then the attractants do the job of making the fish want to be really interested in it and eat it. And they've been on here. It's the wrong time of day really, because this is early morning, and they prefer it in the afternoon. But they'll still come up. They'll still come up. They're forced to actually find out what the hell's going on, and then they'll start actually eating it. And I've got a piece of out there dangling above the water. I've got a piece of cornstarch packing material on there, because it's soluble, it's biodegradable, totally harmless, but it doesn't taste of anything. And there I've put on it the Sensate Fish Accelerant on there, the thick stuff, so that when I lower it in, if they go for that, they'll be going for the accelerant, the Sensate Fish Accelerant. They won't be going for the cornstarch because it doesn't taste of anything.
Well, interesting. I've just seen about 3 or 4 fish in the area now, and we saw quite clearly there wasn't a lot there before.
You've got a bit of a left to right wind going, and the fish are starting to come up over there, so I'll put some more out here.
There's one down this edge here as well.
Try and keep them here.
Yeah. And are you going to lower that cornstarch down and see if... Yeah, there's one here having a little chew down this inside. So just explain a little bit more to me then about the science behind this, because you said something this morning which I know has always been fairly sort of key to your mission with Fuka in general, but you said this stuff catches fish, not anglers, was your words.
Well, it's catching anglers as well, because we wanted to get it to the fish. But you look here, can you see that?
Yeah.
It's actually eating this stuff, and that means that you can't overuse it.
2 of them there now. Yeah.
You know, so because sometimes with some flavours and things like that, you've got to be careful you don't put too much in, particularly things like essential oils and everything. You've got to be really, really careful. Look at them, I think.
Wow,
there's some quite big ones there as well.
Wow.
But this stuff, that proves they want to eat it. They want to actually eat it, not just what it's on.
That is crazy.
And they're looking for anything they can eat, because in Sensate there are feeding inciters, and once they got it in their head that they're going to eat, they're looking for things to eat. If there's a load of leaves on there, they'd be eating the leaves, sucking the leaves in. And if you imagine, this is what happens on the bottom where you can't see it, and they will go for your bait because that's something to eat. And if it's got Sensate on the bait as well, like all Fuka bait has, then you will catch.
So what your point is, this is inciting the fish to come in, and almost...
This is inciting the fish into feeding behaviour.
Yeah, and you don't need, as you've quite rightly pointed out, that you don't actually even need bait, because what you've got on the hook there is just cornstarch. It's not even a bait.
Cornstarch doesn't taste of anything. They're not interested in it, other than maybe a bit of visual. But if I lower that now, well, first of all, this is what I've done. So there's a bit of cornstarch.
Yeah.
And I put the thick.
Let's have a look at this up close and let's see what the consistency is like.
Right. Okay. You got it?
Yep.
So it's really thick. So what happens, it goes into the water and it sort of congeals, and then it's different from the really runny one, the Sensate Fish Accelerant, the normal stuff. This is the thick one. The thin one spreads instantly. This stuff is designed to give sustained release of all the attractants.
Well, as you quite rightly said, the wind has just pushed over there now, so there's not actually anything bang in front anymore. If you look to the left, other than a bit further out, there's nothing dead close quarter. Let's see if we can bring them back in with another round of the thick stuff on the surface, and then you're going to lower that down?
Yeah, I'll lower that down, and we will catch something. There's some nice big ones in here at the moment.
Oh.
So how does it work? You've got two things in Sensate Thick Fish Accelerant. One is all the attractants, which is a fantastic combination of attractants that the fish like. They don't necessarily smell nice to you and me, but that's not the point. This stuff has got to smell nice and attract the fish, get them into feeding frenzy, pull them in and make them want to eat. And but the second part is the fish accelerant. And the fish accelerant is micelle technology. It's like an emulsion, but 200 times smaller particles, so 200 times more effective. that fish.
I hope they're back in on it.
So it doesn't take them long to find it, does it? I mean, that's the whole point of this. If you look really closely, the stuff is spreading out really quickly. And that's the fish accelerant. That's the tiny, don't really want that. That's the tiny particles that can spread so quickly because they're not much bigger than a water molecule. Did you know that water molecules travel at 1,300 miles per hour? So
wow.
these things are being dashed about. They're not much bigger than molecules, micelle particles, food particles, not much bigger than molecules of water. So they're bashed around and they spread so quick. Right, I'm going to lower that
You
now.
can't resist, can you?
No, but I think I'll wait for a bigger one to come.
Are you going to give us another round of feeding the stuff? I just love seeing them come into it, me. Like, you can definitely tell it creates a focus point, doesn't it? And then as it dissipates, they sort of spread out with it, don't they?
Oh, I'll put some more in then.
Sorry, I'm probably costing you about £1 million in bait today, getting you to do this. Look again, they've spread right out. Give it a second. Well, you can guarantee they'll home back in on that bait, won't they?
They'll smell it. They can smell it from 100 metres away. Look.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Where the really big ones, that's where I want. You know what I'm like. So that's the fish getting excited, and they've accelerated. They're going quick, and they're bashing into the rod rest.
You can actually see that stuff actually working. Let's try and zoom in, folks. If not, I'll try and put a macro shot on the screen now, but you can see it actually breaking down.
It's just going like this. When you put it into a bit of fresh surface, you can see it expanding.
Is that something that will increase with water temperature? So the warmer the water, will that happen more, sort of thing?
Yeah, everything happens when it's warmer, but the beauty of this is, because it's not like oil, it's got some oil particles in it, like an emulsion, but it's micelle. But because it's not oil, it spreads even in the coldest weather.
With you.
So this will be even bigger advantage. Look at that, it wants it.
You can't resist, can you?
Oh, I'm going to get it's the usual story, isn't it? I don't want that one. I want one of the big ones. Look at them.
That's crazy.
I would say, however cynical you might be, it doesn't scare them off, does it? Well,
you can't see this continuously as we have, and be cynical that it doesn't pull fish in. I'm not saying other things don't pull fish in, but
go forwards, go forwards, go forwards, go forwards, go forwards.
That'll certainly pull fish in.
Oh no, it's going to be the little one you watch. It's going to be the little one.
Here we go. I would say the proof's in the pudding, but the proof's in the thick sensate in this case, isn't it? I think
it is. I just love this sound.
screaming reels. Oh.
So I've got to get it in now.
So there you are, folks. If that doesn't convince you about the efficacy of not just the thick sensate we're using, but the whole sensate fish accelerant theory, that's something that runs through all Fuka bait, isn't it, David?
Yeah, it's on and in all Fuka bait. That's why it catches so much. All Fuka bait catches a lot. Even our squeeze ready pellets, they're steeped in sensate fish accelerant.
And yeah, as
Ooh,
you
he's
can
got
see.
a wrap around his tail now.
I say we're definitely in the mouth. We even saw it take it. But a lovely carp. We'll end it there. But for more information on any of this, the science behind it, and how you can get involved with testing some of the new Fuka products, head over to fuka.com, our website. There's details on there about Sensate. You can get your hands on this stuff. You can even sign up to our Club Fuka, which gets you special access to the prototype baits that David's
A half
developing.
price they are as well, because half price, because I want lots of people at this stage of development of baits. I want people to give me the feedback. I want them to use it and give me the feedback. And we've got thousands of anglers who are all giving me feedback, which means all our baits are getting better and better and better.
Oh, yeah, you can even pick up a bargain on there, which I know my friends from Yorkshire will appreciate.
Oh, that's a nice
Look at
fish.
that. A proof he's in the catching, I'm going to say.